Hi guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to write a song. Now, all the time in these videos I am always just writing music, and I just kind of show you my process. The point of these is basically to show you that songwriting doesn't have to be really complicated. You can just, come up with some easy stuff, put it together, and make something happen, and, don't overthink it. So right now I have a riff that I came up with. So every once in a while I have these weird dreams where I just kind of have a song kind of pop into my head, and that's kind of what happened here. So I just woke up and figured it out. It's a really simple song, but it sounds kind of cool. So that's the verse riff, and then I just have that into a chorus riff, really. It's really simple. So it's basically an A and a B section, and I'm just going to repeat it 3 times. So the chorus section sounds like this. Yeah, the verse riff is just basically a Phrygian. It's like E Phrygian. It's the same key, if you use E Phrygian mode, it's the same key basically as A natural minor. So the chorus goes to A natural minor. So it's in the same key, but just kind of mode-wise it does that. So anyway, I have a template open. It's Logic Pro 10 that I'm using for my DAW. I run into my Focusrite interface, and each guitar track has an instance of Bias Amp 2 on it, and I use that mainly as my guitar sound. I don't really like to use amps and mic them up anymore because I just find this way easier, and I think it sounds pretty damn good. So I have 6 guitars usually on my template that I have all panned left and right that I'll do 2 main ones. I'll usually do overdubs and then sometimes lead on track 5 and 6. I have a guitar solo that's panned up the center, and that's just got a little bit of a boost on it. I have a bass guitar track that's also got Bias Amp 2 on it. I put a compressor pre and post to really squash it down and make sure it's even as far as the low end goes. And then for my drums, because I have a 3-floor studio and I can't go all the way down to the bottom floor where my drum room is, I use my electronic drum set here to record my own tracks, and I run it into Superior Drummer 3, but when I'm tracking, I'm actually going to be using Audio Assault's Druminator because it's just a less intense program that doesn't bog down my computer. So it sounds good enough, and then I can track it, and it's perfectly good. I could leave it on the mix, but I have some Superior Drummer 3 presets that I really like to use, so I just keep going to those. Anyway, let's just get started. So I already figured out the tempo. It's 172, and I have my left guitar track on. I tuned up, so here we go. Do I want to just start with the verse? Yeah, I guess so. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking I might do a little intro. Let me just figure out what I'd want to do for that. I might actually just do something really simple like that, and actually loading those harmonics up on a couple of guitars might sound really cool. So, yeah, I want to keep it simple. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay, so that's the left guitar. Now when I edit the video, I'm only probably going to show you the first chorus because it's not really that relevant to show you the whole thing, because 1, it would take really long time to watch the video, and 2, it's the same thing repeated 3 times as I'm tracking this, so nothing's changed after the first chorus. Later I'm going to put a guitar solo down on the 3rd repetition of the verse and whatnot, but it's the same thing over and over. Okay, so now the right side, so I'm going to do the exact same thing basically with human error and such as I play through it. This is just going to create a right side guitar that's slightly different than the left, and it's going to make a nice stereo image and make the guitar sound really big. So here we go. I believe I'm still in tune. Close enough. All right. I hate when I do that. I hit the input monitoring on the next track, but I don't actually switch to the next track, and then I start recording over the other one. Idiot. Okay, so the right side's done. Now I'm going to come up with overdubs and whatnot, so I usually just do this to thicken up and make a pretty easy progression sound a little more interesting than it actually is. So I like to do various things. So like one of my main go-tos is I like to do harmonics. I like to do octaves, but so like if I'm doing this A minor chord in the chorus, I'll just do the third in octaves. So the C. I think I got to tune a little bit. That's like one of my tricks, and then like other things I'll do. Just it depends on the song really. First it was going sharp, now it keeps going flat. Makes sense. Not at all actually. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna slide on to the next track. Turn on the input monitoring, and I probably am just gonna like mess around with it. And so the verse part, like I could harmonize that honestly. So I do like instead of A to E there, I do C to G. Why did I go up? Let me see what that sounds like. It's a little bizarre, but it might sound cool. It loses kind of the cool feeling it has going on, so I'm not going to do that. The other option is I was thinking I might just like quietly do the harmonics under just to give it a weird texture. Really know if I like that either. It's okay, but it's kind of stupid. So I might not do anything. I might just wait till the chorus part and then I'll do stuff over that. So yeah, so the chorus lends itself, so first I'm going A minor, G major to F major. When I go do this, I'm doing the third, and then I'm doing the fifth of the G, and then I'm just doing the E on top of the F, which is basically reinforcing that F9. So when I do the bass guitar and I'm doing low, and I might do another overdub where I do a lower one, that'll sound pretty cool. It didn't sound bad over it anyway. So then the next part, it goes A to B to C to B, so I'm kind of doing different harmonies over those, but I'm like playing the exact same thing, but it's like different harmonies over the different chords that I originally did, so it just kind of gives it a really cool sound. Yeah, okay, that'll work. So I'm just gonna, you know what, I might just double the verse, sorry, and I'm trying to figure out, I think I want to do that, but I want to just harmonize that last part. That might be best. B to C over the G and the A I'm doing there. Okay, so I'm going to try this. Here we go. All right, so that's that side. Now do a right side of it. The dubs don't necessarily have to be the exact same thing like the original guitars did. It's like I really want to reinforce them that that's the main part. But this, because I'm just loading harmonies on, can be different. So I want to just go to the chorus. Yeah, I want to see if I can do a different harmony on top on this side. So instead of the C, maybe I can go to the E here over the A minor. That's the right side for the dubs. That just kind of thickens up the harmony, makes it sound a little more interesting, and should work pretty well. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so now questionably we could do a lead part here. Okay, I had to make my fingers want to go to the right places. There. Yeah. I'm going to do pretty much the same thing, so I'm just going to hit record and start it. Awesome. Okay, now I'm done with the lead part, so now I'm going to do the guitar solo part. So let me find the spot. I just got to find where the waveforms kind of dip down for the verse. I'm going to double this thing and hope that like not cleans it up, but I kind of just want this to be like crazy sounding. I was going to add a lot of delay, so I just got to get it a little better. So that's the left, right, and I'm actually going to do one up the middle. Okay, here we go. That's accomplished. So now I'm going to do the bass guitar. So give me a second and I'll just grab that, tune it up, and start tracking. I'm going to do a pretty easy part. I always do because I'm not the greatest bass player. I just kind of get by. So give me a second. I'm probably just going to follow around on the chords in the chorus. So that's going to be... okay, just do like... root third and fifth, I guess, or root fifth and third maybe would work a little better. Let me try it. That's not not bad. So the question is, what do I want to do for the verse? Okay, I might have an idea. That works. Let's record it. So, all right, now I'm going to do the drums, so I'm going to move the camera over and just start tracking those. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do, but I'll keep it simple like I always do. So, see you in a second. All right, so I'm at the drums here. I'm going to do a pretty simple thing, but slightly different idea than I normally would do on the verse. So I'm just going to do like literally that and just go around and around, and then the chorus is just going to be that kind of thing, super easy. So I'm going to just get this started. I'm going to shut the mic off because I like to give direct audio because those pads pick up in the mic pretty bad. So let me swivel this over and get started here. Okay, so that's it. I got that tracked. Now I'm going to go in for some lunch, and then I'm going to come out and I'll do the vocals. And I got to charge my camera battery anyway, so I already have a melody idea, and I already wrote down some lyrics ahead of time, so this should go pretty quick. So yeah, cool. Okay, so here we are. I just plopped my lyrics up. I did a couple little test runs because I already had a melody and I already had lyrics to this. So if you ever see me with my phone on the stand, I wrote the lyrics ahead of time. In this case, like, I had one of my weird dreams where I just like had the whole song kind of pop into my head. I basically wake up, I play the melody into my little GarageBand app, and then I play the little like idea for the guitar part on it underneath that. So I can basically make like 2 tracks, and that way I won't forget the song. And then I just like write the lyrics out because, believe it or not, I usually have like a full set of lyrics pop into my head. It's really weird, but it just keeps happening recently. So I just did these 2 practice runs just to see. So the verse and the chorus are going to overlap a little bit, so I'm going to have to do 2 separate tracks for those and let that happen. But here's the practice run just so you can hear it. We've lived our lives like this for centuries, yet we can see the signs we're given from the other side. So it's not bad. I'm going to keep it actually, just in case I screw up royally and I need to hear again what I did. I'm just going to do the for real recording now. Like, that wasn't bad. It was just a practice run though, so I wasn't really like paying attention to like standing exactly right in front of the mic and all that kind of stuff. So let's do that right now. Yeah, we can see the signs we're given from the other side. We've stumbled on a road to reach ahead. Yeah, we can seem to get our feet back moving once we hit the ground. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the second verse, just kind of get the same feel for it. We lived our lives like this for far too long. Yeah, we can see the gifts we're given from the one high. We fall down face first in the mud below. Yeah, we can seem to get Okay, so that's the verse part. Now I'm going to do the chorus. Okay, last chorus. So on the chorus parts, I always do vocal overdubs. So I do 2 of them. I do a left and a right. While I'm tracking, they're going to be pan-centered at the same volume. So it's going to sound a little bizarre while I'm doing it, because it's like going to be like a major doubling effect. But the point is, these create a chorusing effect once I turn them down about 10 dB and I pan them to the left and right, and it just makes the vocals sound a little bit bigger. It also doubles in purpose, because if I had a little mishap where I like sang slightly off or something in the first take through and I didn't notice it now, usually I get it in like one of these attempts, and then I can like just chop the offending note from the main one, slide it down, slide the good one up, and crossfade everything, and you never know. And then, because these are turned down, it's not so bad. And I kind of want them to be imperfect, because it wouldn't create a chorusing effect if they were dead on in tune. It would be kind of defeating the purpose. It would just make it louder but not do anything. So, okay, let's... Last chorus, left side. Okay, so now my question is, do I want to do a harmony part? So let me just make an extra track and possibly do it, maybe not. That's fine. Last chorus. All right, that's the last chorus. So there's the obnoxiously high harmony. So now that that's out of the way, I'm wondering if I can do an in-between harmony. Okay, next chorus. Okay, so last chorus. Okay, I think that's probably going to be it. Should I do a low harmony? I'm kind of hearing a lot of harmonies on this for some reason. Yeah, what the hell? I'm going to do a low harmony too. Okay. Woo. I think I'm going to stop now because it's going to turn into a choir by the end of it. Okay, so I just made a duplicate track here that I can talk with, and I'm just going to show you basically what I do here. So I have, here's the verse part. So if I just go here, now keep in mind I have low latency mode on, and that kind of like turds up the sound a little bit, just because it's like turning off some stuff that's not absolutely necessary so it can get down to low latency, you know, because some of the processing is just not done. Now, it helps that, I froze the track and everything, and I turn low latency mode off when I freeze the track. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I do it just in case. So one of these days I'll have to look up if that actually even matters. But anyway, bear in mind, it doesn't sound like 100% perfect. Once I turn that off and throw on the mastering bus, which is just a limiter that's going to boost it up, but still, it just kind of squashes a little bit. So it'll sound a little bit different in the final mix, but this is just to give you a rough idea. So basically the vocals, I go ahead and I plop on this compressor. It's the Studio FET. It's the built-in Logic compressor. It has a distortion setting, and you can go soft, hard, clip, or off, of course. And I always put it on the soft distortion. My threshold ranges from -10 to -20, whatever happens for the song. So I just kind of adjust that. I'm not going to do it now. I'm just going to put on the default and just kind of give you the idea. So it's a 4:1 ratio. The attack is all the way up. The release is about 50 milliseconds. It's a little below midway. So I'm going to put that on. Then I put on this EQ, which just cuts off highs and lows and gets rid of the white noise on the bottom and top end of the microphone range. And then I put on Chroma Verb, which is a built-in reverb in Logic, and I go mono to stereo just to kind of give it a little bit of a extra something. So that goes on every one of these tracks. The compressor is going to go in the chorus. That also gets that distortion setting because that's essentially the main vocal again. The rest of them, however, like the dubs, I don't put that distortion setting on, so I just turn them on. The harmonies I may or may not, depending on the song. Whichever one I want to be a little more prevalent, I'll put that distortion setting on. And it's not like distortion like a guitar so much, it's just like harmonic saturation, so it just kind of makes it punch through a little better. Okay, and now I'm going to copy Chroma Verb onto all of these, and making it mono to stereo is just really cool because it glues them together. At least I think so anyway. All of these, I'm just going to grab them for now and just go -10. Maybe subject to change, because some of the harmonies I might bring up a couple dB, just depending on how prominent I want them, but I can tell you that the dubs are going to go panned. I did the wrong one. Stupid. That's the chorus. Okay, so that's that part. Now the harmonies, I'm not sure that I'm going to pan them much. I'm just going to go a tiny bit, so we're going to go nudge them left, right, and I'll keep the low one in the center. So yeah, just go -10 plus 10-ish. Let's just listen to this now, though. It should sound worlds better than what it did when they were all at the same level and not panned. Okay, so I'm just going to raise this one up just a tad. So the point is, you can just kind of hear how that really helps. Glues everything together, sounds much better. The harmonies are not offensively loud and annoying. They're just kind of meshing with the main line, and that works well. So I'm gonna just stop there. I'll shut the camera off and stuff. I'm gonna just kind of fine tune these and bring them to exactly where I want them, and I can't really do that with these headphones on either because don't mix with crappy headphones. Really good headphones are fine, but these are garbage. These are just purely to hear myself when I'm singing. Yeah, I'm gonna turn low latency mode off. I'm gonna get these exactly where I want them to be. Basically just adjust the volume tiny little increments to just get it where I want. And then I'm going to plop a limiter on the master output, and that's pretty much what I do for mastering. I have I split the output, so I have a mix bus, so everything piles into the mix bus. Then I have the global EQ on there. All I do is, again, cut lows and highs off. It's anything below 40 hertz and anything above 1800 or something. I just chop that. Just relaxes and makes it easier on the speaker in case any frequencies are getting through, so it doesn't have to push those out and waste time on stuff that is beyond human hearing. Then I take the mix bus, that goes into the stereo out, and then I just plop the limiter on there, turn the volume up, set the ceiling so it's a little tiny bit below 0, and that's it. All right, so cool. I'll see you next time. Right now you're going to see the split screens go up, and all of the parts are going to be playing individually over the final mixed version of the song. And it just looks cool, so I like doing it. I'm going to put that out as its own video the next day, and then usually I do guitar solo after that. And every now and then I put up different types of videos that are just random. So anyway, if you like this, you found it informative, if you thought it was good outline for songwriting, hit the like button, subscribe if you will, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to leave a comment. Tell me how bad you think I suck or how good you think I am, or if you're indifferent, I don't know, just say hi. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.
We've lived our lives like this for centuries. Yet we can see the signs we're given from the other side. We stumbled on a road to reach ahead. Yet we can seem to get our feet back moving once we hit the ground. I look from far above now. I see what's going down. I see the world below us. Everyone blocks their vision, convincing all the blind ones. Ignore the only truth. Confound the world you know us. Everyone blocks our wisdom. We lived our lives like this for far too long. Yet we can see the gifts we're given from the one on high. We fall down face first in the mud below.